Welcome to this week's episode, and this week we want to discuss how to create sustainable wealth. And we normally say that wealth creation is about getting the formula right. The formula that says that you want to keep on increasing your wealth, that you can say from a layman's perspective, that in wealth creation, you want to say it is forward ever, backward never, that once you get the formula right, you'll not be able to become poor again. And allow me to just use the simple analogy of how do you make this happen when you start investing. And for me, the issue of cash flow is about management of inflows and outflows, where we can say inflows is about the revenue generation and outflow is about expenditure. Whereas we appreciate that expenditures are almost constant. We need to eat, we need to clothe, we need to have medical, we need to have school fees, we need to have house rent, we need to have our cars maintained, we need to have holidays. Cash flows, whereas they are more constant, very predictable. The only way to be wealthy is ensure your revenue streams are more than the outflow or expenditure. And because the expenditure is already known, is already predictable, why don't you ensure that at any one time, the revenues will always outweigh, will be more than the expenditure. And this is where, if you give a very simple example, you need to keep on investing. Keep investing. Anytime keep investing. That way, you keep on increasing your revenue streams. Keep on adding your revenue streams. And therefore, if you take a very simple example, those who went to high school, remember the Form 2 physics, where you are told, for example, if you have a container, and this container has an outflow pipe and an inflow pipe, there are two options. Either the container will become empty, or the container will keep on refilling. For you to have the container keep on becoming full, it means that your inflow pipe must be bigger than the outflow. Or you can put it in the other way, that the inflow pipes must be more than the outflow. Which means, therefore, the wisdom in the investment is that if you can afford to keep on adding your inflow, your revenue stream, therefore you purpose to keep on being an investor in different companies, in different streams, or keep adding your investment portfolio. That way, we can say you can have the confidence because you have a predictability of the outflow. Just keep upping the game on the inflow. And that's why, number one, how do you ensure, as you increase the inflow, wisdom also dictates, minimize the outflow. How do you minimize the outflow? Minimize the outflow by ensuring when you get inflow, minimize or retain as much as possible. And that's why the wise men say, why don't you also own companies? Why don't you also be part of the ownership of the companies where the expenditure rotates around? If you find that you pay a lot of school fees on schools, if you find that you do a lot of shopping on supermarkets, if you find that you also go for a lot of holidays on hotels, if you find that you spend a lot of money in advertisement, go for media. If you spend a lot of money in insurance, go for insurance. And that's why people say, the wise men say, that when money comes into your compound, it ought to jump 7 times before it can find an exit. And that's why when I get an income, what a joy to bank that money in my bank. What a joy to shop in my own supermarket. What a joy to go for medical checkup in my own hospital. What a joy to have insurance, being insured by your own insurance company. What a joy to go for holiday in your nice 5-star hotel. And what a joy to be guarded by your security company. That is the wisdom of investment, and that ensures constant wealth creation and assurance of incremental wealth. Thank you.